Welcome back, everyone. We are watching DARYL DIXON, episode 1.
Oh, God.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We enjoyed Dead City. We just finished that.
Yes,
with Megan and Maggie.
Yeah.
And this one is called DARYL DIXON, so I believe we're going to see Norman Reedus in this.
I think we will.
Wow, a
Yeah,
whole
wow.
series of him.
Wow. It's good.
I know, isn't that great?
Yeah, it is good.
So I'm curious who else is going to be in this as well, and what's going to happen with DARYL. Because last time, him and Carol were talking about going to Mexico, but then Carol couldn't go with him. So you guys ready?
We're ready.
Aw, Judith.
Boy, I would love to just be in a boat in this apocalypse.
Oh my God,
Boy.
nice tan.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Just
super
get away
dark.
from it all.
This is crazy. He's like way out in the middle of nowhere.
He's like, I'm done. Oh,
It's upside
Oh,
down.
watch out.
And he's on top.
Dun it. Dun it.
Holy crap.
Oh,
What?
Oh, he's tied up. Oh, he tied himself.
Oh.
What happened?
huh? Oh, wow.
All right, there's a lot going
Man.
on here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, wake
my
up.
God.
And he's so cool about it.
Oh, sure.
What is happening?
Poor man, he's been through so much.
Oh,
Get the boat. You might want to get off of this island or whatever. Let's do a sandcastle.
Oh, don't.
oh, really?
Oh, fresh water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he'll take it after all that.
There are like living creatures in there.
Like that.
Protein. We knew you were coming. Ooh.
Ah.
Oh, boy.
How'd that happen? Is that a spear?
Ugh.
Boy.
There's an upgrade. Still up?
Yeah. It's floating. That's good.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like the wine bottle instead of a koozie or something.
So, oh, it's vodka.
Making yourself to France is good.
Thank God I can understand it.
There's got to be a safe place somewhere.
Yeah, he's far from home.
Yes, he is.
Like, how the heck did he get over here? This is crazy.
That little rinky-dink boat
That's right. Oh, my God.
must have been off of a bigger boat or something.
Yeah. And what would make him do that? The bodies are different too, the corpses, because you don't usually see them in agony, like,
Yeah,
they're
it's
usually
like
just like,
war or
dead.
something.
oh, wow. That is beautiful.
Oh, at least he's traveling the world.
Yeah, right?
All dried up.
Sad to see that. It's all over the world. The apocalypse.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he's like already exhausted. He decides to climb this huge
I
mountain.
know.
He's
Yeah, I had
so
a fish.
epic.
I'm good.
He's like, I'm going to see all the touristy
That's
sites.
right.
Yeah. I want to see the Eiffel Tower.
There's like nobody around, not even walkers. Was that a big gumball machine? I was going to say,
Oh,
huge gumballs.
Too big. I regret my decision.
Huge. Oh, boy.
Oh my. They're all coming out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
They're huge.
Ew, that was... Like, yeah.
Oh, we got maggots or something. Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, don't use the hook one.
What?
It's sizzling.
It's like acid? What the heck was that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, so maybe they were poisoned.
Oh, my God, no.
Crap! Wait, it's burning! Crap, it's burning him! Oh no! It's an upgrade! Oh shit!
What?
Ew! Whoa! That's nasty.
Yeah, that's very
Hell.
dangerous.
Whoa.
Maybe that's why they're all like,
How the heck?
you're like,
Come on. Whoa.
Their blood turned to acid? Like, what the?
Oh, yes.
what the hell?
Whoa. God.
Don't go near them. Don't let them touch you.
It's like aliens. With
Oh
their
no, he's
acid
hooked
blood.
on it! I knew that part wasn't going to be a good one.
Oh, shoot.
Trusting
Good. Good thing you had a secondary.
Oh, darn it.
It's like, note to self, use the other side.
That's right.
Use the don't use the hook thing. Just a little bit. That's how you do it.
Yikes.
Oh.
So what was crawling
Welcome
under
to
the skin?
France.
Was that?
Oh, look at his skin.
It was like
acid?
steamy too. So that's like an acid.
Yeah, that's just an acid. So the maggots was just separate. Ew. How did the
It's
heck?
just an add-on.
Acid
So maggots are, they
blood
don't care.
and touch too on their skin. So you can't crush their skulls without melting your foot.
Oh, look at it.
Holy crap,
Oh,
that's
yes.
nasty.
Oh.
Oh, that
A
must feel
handprint
so
too.
good.
It's like a perfect handprint.
Don't be a stalker.
I know, just standing there.
Wave high or give him the finger, something.
That's right.
And caw the bird.
Just like, oh, so she believes she's the one who's doing it. Watch out. What? There might be another
You're
tripwire.
gonna-
There
Watch
is.
into it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Was that the one he just stepped over?
Bonjour.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Bonjour. Vous inquiétez pas, ça va?
Is it a trap? Because he looks frail.
She
but
looks
he's
scared,
not.
though.
Yeah,
Ça va?
she's getting some. Oh.
Monsieur?
Sorry, I don't understand you.
She'll speak English.
Hey! You American guy?
I see, perfect.
Okay, okay.
You know I speak English very good. What's cracking new?
It's cracking you.
Venez!
It's cracking.
My, grandfather. He hurt the ankle.
US GIs fight together. Your country, my country. Like France.
You can speak pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
You are no friends. We ain't no countries no more neither.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Je veux savoir ce que tu fous ici, toi?
Il est blessé, l'Américain nous a aidés. C'est tout.
Daryl's like, damn, I don't understand them.
I heard American, so he doesn't speak French.
Laisse-moi! Laisse-moi!
Oh, no.
Laisse-moi!
Oh, you son of a...
Son of a bitch.
That's all he
He's like,
needs.
you don't know who I am. Wow. Holy shit.
Whoa! Well, his friend's dead. I don't know what
Holy
kind of people they
shit.
are.
Oh, boy.
God, right next to his
Good for
ear.
her.
He's gonna be deaf in that ear now.
His arm
What
and
is
now his
Grandpa
neck.
doing? Oh, he's faking it.
It was fake.
Are
the
you
whole
gonna do a
time.
Lucille on him?
I was being paranoid.
You
God,
bastard!
you son of a bitch.
Everyone sucks. Everyone's trying to survive.
Oh, wow.
He's like,
Look
God
at that.
damn.
He gets to watch it. He can.
Well,
Oh, jeez. Poor
same
guy.
as America.
Yeah.
We're all out after each other.
Taking all my apples
Good
back.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
And of course,
Who's
there's gonna
that?
be freaking Walker
Another
coming now.
enemy. Uh-oh, they're gonna shoot. Someone's coming after her with a gun. Oh, just saw Grandpa. Oh no,
That's that lady.
It's just a warning shot.
I think it's a blonde lady. I think
Yeah.
That's right up
that's
there.
for.
It's not like we're never gonna see each other again.
There's a weapon for you. Uh-oh. A hot iron?
Bougez pas.
Oh, for that arm. Oh, to corduroys it. You thought that burned.
Jeez, I thought that was already burnt enough.
Ne bougez pas. Courage. Allez-y.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, the sisters.
There's no need to be afraid. You're a guest.
I'm at a Maribel. Now it's you.
Yeah, it's true.
It's for your own safety.
Messed up one arm.
At least you still have it. You had a wound from a brûlure. Cauterization is the best way to prevent the spread.
Oh, so it does keep going.
Oh.
That's
Brûlure.
insane.
A burner.
A burner.
That one's at the morgue.
Burner, jeez.
Here we call them les affamés. The hungry ones. Burner is just one kind.
The real burners.
Who's excited? Are they having a game?
Oh, looks positive though. Don't go under. He's gonna have
Wash your
nightmares
hair.
about the water.
Wash your
yeah.
hair.
Yeah, wash your hair. Get that head
Right,
out of the water.
Go down further.
Oh, now we're gonna see.
Yeah, because how
see what happened to
did he
him.
go to France?
So he had to have been in a larger ship.
He had to be.
Not again.
He did wash his hair a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, were you reaching?
I never put much stock in that.
She's gonna bathe him?
God,
Oh my God.
while he put stuck in you. Lean forward.
It's a little too personal.
My God.
The scars on your back.
Daddy was a smoker.
You have siblings?
Sister. Brother.
I had a sister.
I kept like trying to help him, but she was like right into.
She was probably just
Personal
thinking
space.
of
Yeah.
practicality.
But the little boy has all.
Laurent grew up here. With us. He's orphaned. Sœur Catherine. Sœur Adèle. Sœur Elodie. They're afraid of you.
I'll be gone soon.
Medieval churches often had weapons rooms. You needed them back then.
Nice.
Makes sense.
We've trained ourselves to use them. Just in case.
Killer nuns, huh?
You got it in the apocalypse.
We need to.
Yeah. Are you copying me? You're doing the same stance.
That's right.
Oh my God.
He is copying him.
Gosh, yeah.
You mimic.
Here he goes.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have much to do there.
Now you try.
Rubik's Cube.
My record is
Yeah, those are fun.
12 seconds.
Wow. Peel off the stickers.
Not really good at shit like that.
I'm quite good at shit like that.
Oh no.
Maths, problems,
Impressionable.
science, music, geography. Also, I know all the countries and capitals from back before time. I speculate current French populace of fewer than 200,000.
Wow, yeah. That's insane.
I was gonna say way less.
Much less. Do you know how long it would take to repopulate that many people?
No.
6 generations. Perhaps 7. Hurts my stomach just thinking about it.
Yeah, the math sucks.
Not to despair, Monsieur Dine.
Aw.
But you deserve a happy ending too.
What?
What?
Does he have like a spiritual connection or something?
What the heck?
Like what? This is just weird now.
Time for poetry. Père Jean waits. Now you try.
Yeah, that would
Oh, I
shock
love
me too.
Uh-oh, you killed my friends.
What's that big hose for on the front?
Gonna beat you! Son of a bitch! He's a oh man.
What did he hit him
I'm laughing,
with?
you asshole. Son of a bitch.
sais, t'auras une récompense.
Il est faible et vieux, il veut pas d'ennui.
Oh no.
Your life.
You're alive. That's right. No!
Oh,
Bastard!
God!
He's just freaking killed him.
oh, God.
Allons là-bas.
Oh, the poor girl.
That was awful. How the heck did one get in there?
Sur la montagne des
Oh
monts,
no, he doesn't hear it?
sur la mer, sur les bateaux.
Oh. Oh, he's the... Oh.
We are waiting for him to rise again.
Oh, so they believe that? What?
Let me explain.
It's like Herschel all over again. What?
Yeah, you should stick to math.
3 weeks ago, before you came.
And he did say what Judith said to you.
What?
I saw you fight the guy. Yeah, I know you
That's
can
so
get him there.
crazy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Our leader is a Buddhist monk. He came through on a pilgrimage some years ago. He recognized something in law. An answer to a prophecy. Union has a base up north, a community that will raise and nurture him to be who he was born to be.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, he likes that kind of weapon. Ooh.
Perceptions, compassion
What's your
beyond
crossbow?
any child. He sees into people.
We used to have a kid like that in grade school. Used to get his ass kicked a lot. I'm gonna borrow this too.
He needs
all right?
teaching, guidance we cannot provide. He'll be safer there, nurtured, until he's ready
Ready for what?
to be the new Messiah. To lead the revival of humanity.
And you're the messenger.
All right, that's very different. I
Daryl
didn't
the
expect that.
messenger.
Don't you see? This is why you're here. This is what you wished to show.
Oh, and his brother.
You do, Michel.
Oh,
You're gonna pay for it.
I don't know who he is, but
Michel!
his way.
The big spear.
Oh, this is killing him to do this. We've seen this so much before. To kill your own
Probably the only
one.
humanity he had left.
Oh,
He has like a gun knife.
yeah. Oh no, she's doomed. Uh-oh.
Qui a fait ça?
No,
now
Dale's
it's
gonna
on.
have enemies already. Oh, crap.
There is no spoon.
You better get out of the way, man.
Yeah, get off the road.
Go hide in the tree.
Yes, you better.
Go hide in the tree.
Yes, go do something. Yes.
And now he's gonna... I don't know if they speak French, he's not gonna understand.
Oh boy. Well, they're gonna know he's the American. That's all they need.
It's a good thing he just left. He's gonna know that the other guys were with them. He's like, oh, they're looking for me. Damn, just like America.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for me.
Can't win.
He is one tough-looking guy.
Yes, yeah.
Looks like I can take this whole place over.
Right there.
Oh my goodness! Don't sneeze.
No.
Quiet! Now he's gonna lock it. He's gonna open. Oh, now he
God,
oh,
that was so
honey,
stupid.
he's so naive. He's smart, but he's so naive. Be
Right
careful!
by the
They're gonna
door.
shoot right through. Shoot right through! You're gonna kill him.
That was so ridiculous. Are you
Son of a
kidding me?
bitch.
On y va.
Good.
Oh, they found.
The dead priest, maybe.
Yeah.
Les prières, je te connais. Tes parents venaient prier ici.
Vas-y, je te dis.
Oh my god, that poor kid who has to do it.
Yes.
Hide somewhere else now, kiddo.
Yeah.
Oh, or you can.
Oh, boy, he's gonna.
Can't
Doesn't
you
end up
do it,
hurting
big
her.
guy? Oh no.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Crap.
Oh, he got out. The little boy.
C'est quoi, l'outil ici, là? Ils sont où, ses parents?
Ils sont morts.
Nous l'avons recueilli.
On prend avec nous.
Should they take all the men or something?
Oh, no, she's gonna.
Oh my God.
No! No!
Oh, he came back.
Oh, Daryl!
Yeah.
Yay!
Look how fast he is.
Oh, yes.
I'm a shadow.
Okay, jump over.
Good. Oh, boy.
Okay,
Oh, look at them with their knives.
okay.
Ninja
Take all your stuff
guns.
off.
It's part of their weapon.
Oh,
I love it. They're like, we can't kill them. No, you bastard!
you
Are you flipping kidding me?
Go.
Head, get the throat.
good. Yeah. Oh my God.
Come on, get him!
Actually feel bad for him.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
oh, he shot his own guy. He's gonna push you out. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Daryl.
Wow, he's strong.
Oh my God. Yeah.
My God.
This guy is really strong. I'm really worried.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, jeez.
Bastard.
Chest.
Now he's gonna shoot you because you killed his brother.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
yeah.
Whoa! To save him again.
Looks like an Elric weapon.
Bam. It's like,
Aw.
Oh,
Was she hurt? She
Oh,
was
she
shot.
got shot.
Oh, no.
oh,
Yeah.
darn.
I mean, they had
Nowhere is safe.
weapons. Like, they didn't have guns or anything. They had hand weapons.
Right.
That's right, yeah.
And they still took out those guys. Whoa! His head off. That's a cool gun.
Wow.
Woo!
Oh,
Could have saved the powder though.
God.
Oh, she just dies. Oh, that was so sad. And now the guilt, he's gonna definitely take the boy.
No, he's outside. I will get you.
Biggest villain.
Diable.
Oh, test subjects.
Oh, no.
Acid walkers.
Oh, more weapons.
She's gonna stab him? What's
Who's gonna be the new captain?
I'm gonna bite you. Oh my god. Stab!
Oh. Uh-oh, she's looking over there.
Oh, nope, she's not taking care of it. You're gonna do it for me.
He's kind of cute. Don't kill him.
Uh-oh.
Bam!
Oh,
Bam.
Yeah, something like
Boom. Kaplow. Nothing.
Oh my God.
wow. Next time.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not watching this.
Crazy.
Okay, so I will just mute this because we love trailers and stuff, but usually these show trailers give way too much information.
That's
okay.
right.
So we're not going to look at that. But anywho, what did you guys think of this episode?
Oh, that's something else.
Oh my God.
God.
Well, he was a prisoner. Now we know he was a prisoner on a ship. He escaped phenomenally, just like Daryl would.
Yeah.
That's my God.
And everyone's after him. You know,
That's
you have
right.
this
Who wouldn't be?
this little militia
That-
where he was on land,
That's
and
right.
now this ship. It seems like they are the people that make those. You know, I don't know, burner walkers.
Burners. What a name, too. I love that.
I don't know. Maybe they are because they have a
Burners.
doctor
Has to
on
be,
staff. So
There could be different types or something. I'm assuming that's related. So maybe they didn't come from France. This ship, maybe wherever they're from, like they make these experiments and then they said unload them. So maybe they've been doing that. Like
yeah.
getting a
And
lot of
why
ships.
would
Yes.
you do that? I mean, it's bad
That's
enough
sick,
to
and they're
live in
trying
this
to
apocalypse.
I do that.
I know.
The little
People
boy
get
said,
bored.
you
They
know,
want
this-
control.
Right.
Exactly. It's
Yes.
like, why wouldn't you try to like focus on finding a cure
That's
than
right, yeah.
making, weapons out of these
my God.
walkers? Even
Right?
more
Oh my
so.
It's such a violent world, and it's just
Sure
sad
is.
to see that it just gets worse and worse, you know?
Definitely.
But on the other side, we do see these nuns. They're very positive, they're peaceful, and it seems like they're really trying to do good with what they have.
That's right.
And
Do
it's
the
not
best they
corrupt or
can.
anything. Like, they seem like gentle people who are trying to save others.
Right, and
Yes,
just
definitely.
defend themselves with the weapons they have.
Which is awesome,
if
and they should
have
do that,
to.
yeah.
They
So I
have
like
to,
that.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're in a very different
get that.
world now. Anyone could take you over, and for them to thrive like this, I would assume that they had to fight their way to get to here, you know? So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, they should be able to defend themselves. So it was kind of awesome seeing them so peaceful, and then they have like these weapons
And
and
they
stuff.
have to
truly
defend
are
themselves,
peaceful.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes,
they have to
have
defend
to.
themselves, and
Definitely.
I think the people around there in that area in the country, they just have that respect for the nuns and
yes.
what they stand for. Look at the boys that were fighting them. Were in their, catechism school, and they were in
Right,
catechism together.
definitely,
So,
yes,
I mean, they were teaching them catechism, I should say. I mean, they were part of that community, part of what the nuns stand
That's
for,
right.
and they didn't want to harm anyone, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both
had
had
to.
like a level of respect for each other. They have history, and that's
Definitely.
actually really good to see. But when it just came down to it, these soldiers needed something, and they were going to get it. And for the nuns to actually defend their home, and just to get bluntly shot by these guns. I mean, they only have, axes and spears and stuff, which is, very good to have something, but when you're going against guns, there's like no chance. So for them to just stand out in the open and know that they're most likely not gonna, I mean, it was supposed to be a cool scene too, which it was, but I would be like, I wouldn't just like stay right there. I would have like hid and like attacked them like from behind or something, because if you have a gun, you can't go
And
against
there
that.
again, they fought differently than what we hoped for. I
still
thought they were going to
incredible.
throw their habits off, spandex on and just like go for it.
Ninja
But no,
stars.
they were
Yeah.
fighting as they would have,
Trained,
because
yeah.
they didn't have any training. They didn't have any
definitely not.
formal
Yeah, they probably didn't
training,
train
so
a
they
whole
just did the
lot.
best they could. Just
Yeah, because they
right,
try to
yes,
live
yes.
peacefully and stuff. So,
Right.
and they were able to take out a lot of people there, that had guns that were killing them. They were able to take them out with just their hand weapons. So that was actually pretty cool to see. It was
But
sad.
there's only
but-
two left. There's
Yes.
only two left out
Yeah.
of what, 12? She
Yes,
said.
that's
Yeah,
right. Oh my
and the
gosh,
Supreme Mother or something like that was very sad. I kind of
That was
figured she
sad.
was going to die. I didn't want to say
Yeah.
anything, but I'm
Yeah.
like, she's
Yeah.
so respected and loved, and I'm like, we're really.
And
these
she was
are her
opposing,
people.
him staying. She didn't want him to stay.
right.
And Isabel was telling her that no, he is the chosen one. He's the messenger for Laurent. So I mean, I think it was fitting that when the mother died, that Daryl understood. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I am the messenger after all this.
knows?
Maybe
Might
I
be, yeah.
should start believing in something.
Yeah.
right. have to-
A lot of, it made me think of a lot of different like movies that we've seen, but I was thinking of like The Matrix, and I just love the spiritual energy and the different concept in this series, because we never really had like special gifts where this child can, predict the future, and he can connect to other souls or something, because he actually said what Judith said to
The exact
Daryl.
words,
Yeah.
yes.
and that was like shocking,
And
I
it
love what
was
Daryl
shocking
said.
for
What?
Daryl too, even
sure
though he
was.
doesn't show too much emotion.
that's
You
right.
can see that he was shocked.
My
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
So there's a whole like spiritual journey that Daryl has to take. Like, he has a destiny now, like it's written or
definitely,
something,
yeah.
where he has to guide this boy and take him somewhere, and this boy is going to be like the leader of humanity, and he's going to
Messiah.
help
The Messiah.
purify, or
The Messiah.
be like a messiah, and help guide humanity in a proper way, more pure way, instead of like
Yeah.
this evil that took over. So I really do love that idea. It's so different,
definitely,
and
yeah.
at first I didn't scoff, but I was kind of like in awe. I was like, wait, what are we doing? Because we've never seen that in The
Yes.
Walking Dead. So I do love that idea.
And the way he was copying everything Daryl did.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
show
He's just
different.
a sponge. He just wants to
Different.
learn.
Like
He
that,
hasn't
right?
seen another male
That's
figure in there, like a father figure.
That's
Like
right.
Isabel was saying, he
That's
needs one.
Yeah.
And he's just mimicking what he doesn't know.
definitely,
He
yeah.
doesn't,
Yeah,
how
that's
to, how to, he's just like, okay, I'm learning about this man, how he eats, how he, relaxes, and
It's like a
Just to
game
get to
probably
know
him.
him,
for
or just to
him,
get
too.
into
Like,
his
good.
head, like maybe that's his way of like learning about the
Maybe,
person.
yeah.
Yeah. I like how he
that.
can, even though he's different, he can talk to people well, and he can associate certain feelings. Like he's very in depth with his emotions, because the way he's very articulate and, very intelligent, and the way he talks to Daryl, he's like, I could feel it in my gut or my stomach on how you're feeling. So he's like kind of like compassionate, and knows how to connect on that
definitely,
level too, instead of
Right.
like quiet and just weird, like he can communicate very well.
And on a larger scale, on how many people the world has lost and his
To hear
country
that.
has lost.
Yeah.
And when he says, my stomach, I feel sick to my stomach, because just thinking of that, 6 generations, 7 generations, it's going to take for us to
Yeah.
repopulate to 6 million again. I mean,
it is
and
awful.
for him,
Yeah.
for a young boy to think that way, that's an explosing,
Yeah.
very explosive to say that, and to think of that.
To actually think like how many
Yeah.
people died. I mean, we know that, now being in France, that it's sad to see that it spread around the world, which we kind of thought it would have, because in The Walking Dead, we were in the U.S. and, no one in the outside came to help. I know there, Rick was picked up by a helicopter, but I want to watch Fear the Walking Dead, so hopefully I'll be watching that at some point soon. But I heard from fans that like that would explain a bit more. But anywho, like being in France, it's just sad to see that the spread is everywhere, and to lose that many people. I mean, you're just thinking in this area, like you lost almost 67 million people, and maybe 200,000 are still alive, which is great to hear. 200,000, and it would take 6 generations, or maybe even 7, to repopulate. And that is so sad when you really think about it. But at the same time, I was surprised, because it made me think of now, and how like, oh God, can you imagine in another 6 generations, we're going to have like double of what we have, or whatever the math is there. It's just amazing on how we can repopulate back to that number too. When you think about how many people that is, it's just kind of
Right.
mind-boggling.
And when you're diminished to a fraction of that, and to get back to where you are now, that's
a lot.
pretty mind blowing.
It is very mind-blowing. So to put it in perspective, it's very, very shocking, very tragic to hear that. But I like hearing about that, because it's kind of like, even though we expanded so much in the Walking Dead universe just from the original show, like here we're in a completely different country across the sea and across the ocean, and it's just like to really feel the impact of how many souls were lost, in this whole thing, because how many people actually survived in the whole planet, and how many people are for the worse, thriving. We were hearing that there's other communities now also in France, so that's really good.
It is, and I think going to this battleship of sorts, the ship we went on to the last scene, for them, they must have taken over some kind of military. They must have taken that over. That woman, her father started it up. And, she seems very much in control. She's the boss. And for Daryl to be wrapped up, how the heck did he get there?
That's right.
How did they get with them, But it was a bunch of bad decisions, he said. So hopefully we'll learn more about that.
It is so interesting having Daryl in France. I think it's so cool, and all around there. I've never been to France, but I can only imagine how beautiful it is. I mean, you see it in movies and in the show.
Right.
It's just absolutely
Even in the
incredible,
apocalypse, it
landmarks.
was beautiful.
I know, like it's sad because the
Yeah.
apocalypse, but I'm just like really enjoying like, oh, Norman Reedus gets to like,
So beautiful.
I'm sure he's
Where he's
probably been
walking
there, but-
and oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, yes.
yeah, I don't know if he travels or anything, but like to actually be in France and get to experience
sure.
that, like that's pretty freaking cool.
sure, yeah.
And you have like a whole French cast, it seems, and it's just so different. And I love how they're trying to change it up so it's not the exact feel of The Walking Dead, so it just feels like a separate
good.
series. So you have different clothes. Daryl, he still has like his poncho, but then now he has like this long coat too, and
Right.
his uniform's just very different, or clothes are just very different. And then his weapons, like he doesn't have his crossbow, so he's like a long rifle and like a short gun.
That's right,
And I just think it just looks so different and rustic, and I just really like the vibe of it.
Yeah, me too. That's what
I do
I'm
too.
doing.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see how, how they're crossing, doing that trek, going through their allies, going from here to there. Are they truly allies getting up there?
Yeah.
to the point where they need to be.
Oh,
so.
sure.
Yeah, so I'm very interested because I like the whole idea of destiny, and even though I love the show Loki, that's different, but you need to have free will and stuff, which they still do.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of destiny, that like Daryl has this destiny to guide this child who's going to be this ultimate being to help guide everybody. I think that's a pure positive thing. So I want to see more of that. And that Daryl is the messenger.
Yeah.
He's the messenger, and he wants to go where that ship is, too, because that's where the ship was. So why would you go back?
Because he wants to go home.
He wants to go home, but why would you use that?
Go back there,
He's not going to go on that ship, but I mean, he knows. And she did say that's an area where, she has heard that people go back and forth.
And I would think, like, if... I know there's a lot of danger there, but if you don't know of anywhere else, I would just assume everywhere else is dangerous. And if that's the only possible way you can get off, and that there's activity there, you have no real choice but to, unless you want to just stay in France for years and years and, explore the unknown to try to find something.
Yeah, and the unknown is pretty bad with those upgraded walkers, man.
That was pretty insane.
Really?
Okay, so here's a question for you, because we were hearing a bit about the burners. So I think she was saying they were experiments or something, but so I was going to ask, like, do you think that was like a natural, like, evolution for walkers, or that was like an experiment?
I think it was an experiment.
Yeah, I guess
I think it was an experiment too. I think they just like sprayed everybody, because everybody like downtown in that little town, they were like almost like melded. They were all like disformed, like they were like trauma. They were through trauma.
Because that's what we noticed when he was walking through them. Yeah, they were all like, yelling or like agony or something, twisted and contorted, and like
they sprayed
a lot of emotion in their in their faces. And usually when we see walkers, they're like the corpses are just dead. They're gross and gory, but it's not like full on emotion.
Yes,
like stuck in a certain emotion, like a
pain
emotion. I'm in so much pain. So it's very interesting. I love the idea of variants, but here it seems like they're experiments, and I do love the idea of acid. I did not see that coming. I was hoping to see variants, but at first I'm like, okay, are they getting injected? It seems like it's their blood, and I got like I kind of not laughed, but I was kind of shocked when it grabbed Daryl and then his hand burned Daryl. But I thought about it after, and I'm like, well, if there's acid inside them, they're rotting flesh, so maybe it was just seeping through all the rotting parts, and that's how it wasn't just the skin, because that wouldn't make sense.
Right, the skin has to open up, and
then it's just leaking out of the walker, and then he grabbed Daryl. So, and apparently it's a different kind of infection, but the infection will spread if you don't, burn it first. So I'm like, gotta burn it more. Like that's crazy.
And the nuns, there's only 2 left, so they don't want to stay there. There's no hope to stay there. I mean, it is a good fortification to stay there, but you know what, you might as well go.
This is a silly nitpick of mine. I really like the boy so far. He's so innocent, and they were trying to protect this boy for so long, and I know they're living a life of peace, but they know about danger and training to fight and how to protect themselves. And for having such a huge building, I would think, like you said, that they would have a better plan to hide the child.
And themselves, too, if it really comes down to it. Like, if they had, like, 100 people.
Plan or something. Or just, and maybe they don't have
like
tunnels
just a
or
tunnel,
whatever. But there's just so many rooms in there. Like, maybe there's so much rubble where they can't access certain rooms. But I just felt like that was, like, not even planned out at all. Like,
exactly.
Oh, crap, we're just going to throw you in this room
it's
here.
like Alexandria. They taught the kids, okay, it's quiet time or whatever, Carol would say to the kids. And they would hunker down, and they knew where to go.
Yeah.
Like, they should have had that with the boy. Like, okay, it's hunker down time, whatever. You just
and do this,
Yes.
Yeah. And
don't lock it 5 minutes after she leaves.
My God.
He waits till
he was too innocent with that. He's so brilliant. And yet,
and it's easy
so
to judge,
naive
but
and
yeah,
so
that
dense, yeah.
scene annoyed me because I know people make bad decisions and stuff, but I think like he would understand to do that right away and not stay by the door, because I think it's just
Especially-
common sense.
Yes, and they knew
God.
if they knew that he was going to be, he's going to be the Messiah. He's the chosen one. He's so valuable to the world. And then, there's so many threats just outside of their own walls. It should have been more, he should have been more protected, and they really should have too if they, they let him in because they knew, they know that local, group, but still, they should have planned better. If they're
So
going
that was my biggest nitpick. It really frustrated
agree.
me. And if the idea is, okay, well, we wanted the soldiers to know he was there, all they had to do, they were already in that room, is just check the door. It could have been locked already, and then they could be like, oh, it's locked, and then they could like bang on it and then just try to shoot it open or something.
And it was
it would have been
a
just as
simple
effective.
doorknob too, so.
Yeah, I know they're trying to make it exciting,
Yeah.
but I just thought that was kind of stupid. But anyways, yeah, I like the idea of him going with Daryl and that priest that they kept in jail. Like again, it made me think of Herschel when he wanted to keep his family members in the barn that already turned, because he was hoping that their souls were still in there and they could come back in some way, and so they're keeping this priest around because I can't imagine how hard it would be to kill. I mean, like your loved one already died, but like you want to have hope that there might be something left of them in there. And we've had several discussions throughout the years with The Walking Dead, but I did say recently when we were watching the Commonwealth last season of Walking Dead that because we don't know what it's like to turn. Like, okay, so their soul isn't there anymore, most likely. That's kind of like what we know, but can you imagine, because they're growling all the time, it's like basic instincts kick in, but maybe they're in constant pain, because they're dead, but yet they're animated, so there's like nerve endings. I mean, like you chop something off, they don't like go ow, but I don't know. So I'm like, even though you don't want to kill the body, the zombie,
they might be in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, they were getting tortured.
Yeah.
Being dead and animated, you know what I mean?
Right,
so I'm like, what's really
I'm
right?
still
I don't
in
know.
here, yes.
Yeah, so
I don't want to do this, but I am.
So I wonder if the purpose of keeping him is kind of like how Herschel believed the soul was still around. Like,
And to tell the boy, go for your lessons like you normally will. This is, what was his name, Jean-Pierre. Go to him, do your lessons, go to the father, and he was still doing his lessons. He was still talking to the priest. He was continuing on. He had such respect for him,
Yes, he did,
and that's how the nuns taught him. And he was only gone for a month. The priest died, so I mean, maybe until they thought he was ready to be the next Messiah, waiting for the messenger to come. And then let the priest go, but I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe they knew, because it's destiny again, that they had to keep him alive, because they needed all these actions to take place in order, for the boy to scream and get noticed. I don't know. So everything happens for a reason, like
it does.
Bella said.
Yeah.
It does. And, going back to like not hiding the boy too, even better, they also had the extra layer of threat of that local group getting the boy and using them to be part of that group.
Yeah, immediately
that
they
was
just
even,
take.
and she knew that. So, I mean, it was,
I know. So I felt like they didn't like plan that through very well, but it made it exciting.
It did, and they're there now. But that head guy, he's outside just waiting.
Yeah, and he's an interesting character too,
Yes.
because like even though he's scary and violent, there's more to his story. He cared about his brother. It was really bad when he died. Like he really felt so terrible. And you can tell he's torn, like he struggles.
Yes,
and we love Daryl. Like we followed him all throughout the series, and we love him. But like he had a rough past too. And you guys, I remember the first season, you guys were scared of him. Like he was very nasty, and oh my God, what's he gonna do?
And his brother was too, so he could be like Daryl's brother, so to speak. You just killed my brother, and I'm gonna get after you.
Yeah. So I want to know more about his story, because I feel like right now that even though he's a bad guy, I feel like we're going to feel bad for him, and he's going to have more to a story to make him like compassionate or something like that. You know, like again, he was respectful with the nuns to a certain extent, but he has to follow his job.
Yeah, you know, and he's polite just to a certain degree, just like with that young lady with the older man.
I feel so sorry about
You know,
that.
he asked
I
nicely,
joked and said that. I
and
bet
then,
he's not blind. He looks frail, but it might
Yeah.
be. And I was like,
Yeah,
no,
you
go through all
did.
that
You
trouble.
called it.
I'm like, all
right.
that trouble. Like he already has the wrap around his eyes. I'm like, I don't know.
and it makes
That's
sense
right,
to
it's
do
fine.
that. It makes
Yeah.
sense to, you know, just like camouflage who you truly are,
right, yeah.
because you're up against people you can't trust. You know,
Yeah.
you don't
That's
know
true,
Daryl.
yeah.
I love seeing Daryl like standoffish too. Like he's kind of skittish because he has to be. It doesn't matter if you're like a tiny person, an old man.
Yeah,
it doesn't
no,
matter because
definitely.
you never know what you're up against
That's
or who's
right.
hiding and
That's
going to
right.
attack you from behind. You don't know. So I like seeing those introductions of like, okay, you seem innocent, but I don't really trust you. You know,
That's
first time
right.
meetings,
That's
and
right.
yeah, it just shows you like, you know, characters that know each other for so long,
That's
like they
right.
just they're family. You know, and then you have normal other people that you have no clue who they are,
right.
so you have to just be very careful. And,
And
yes,
I did
it's
feel
fun to
sorry
see.
for the old man too.
Me too, man. That
Oh
was
my
that was
God.
brutal, huh?
This was, yeah.
I feel bad for the young lady, but she
Yeah, me
did
too.
call Daryl out, so.
Yeah,
But
and
she
you have
had to, you know. I
Yeah.
mean,
It sucks.
It's everything,
It wasn't
yeah.
right, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I got
she's
it.
trying to survive, and she had to lie about like, oh, your people came to help us, and he robbed us. They had to switch it around
That's right, yeah.
because they can't make the soldiers look bad. So it's kind of
Yeah.
terrible, and
yeah, and he knows
Interesting.
he knows better
Definitely,
than that.
yeah.
He knows they were out to get their stuff.
yeah, who knows? Maybe he's like a
You know,
Negan or something where
yeah.
he knows he has to control the bad guys, so he has to be a certain level of bad, you know, to keep everyone in check
Yeah, sure.
or something. But who knows? First episode, there's so
Boy,
many
yes,
things we want to
my
know,
God.
and I know Daryl's probably going to stay in France if this is only one season. We will see, but I really hope he can get back to the mainland
hope
and
so,
America. Him going to this port to leave. It's even a stretch that he made it to France.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm really hoping he can make it home and reunite with his family at some
Yes.
point.
How the heck did he get on that ship? That's
I'd like
I
to
want to
know,
know
too.
that.
I know. There's a lot.
He
we wanna
must have
know.
thought Rick was on it or something.
Yeah, right?
He must have thought
Yeah.
something. They must
Something
have.
there.
Yeah, he must
One
have.
last
made it
thing I
seem
want to
that way.
say. One last thing. I love the idea of Rick and Daryl being brothers. They are brothers. They love each other. And when Isabel asked Daryl when he was in the tub if you had siblings or something, and he goes, "I had a brother," I felt sad, and I'm kind of like, is he talking about Rick or talking about Merle? Because like, they both are his brothers, or were, because like Merle's gone, but we know Rick is alive.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel bad because he's referenced Rick a lot as his brother when he's asked if he has a brother, but he never talks about Merle. And I know Merle was a deadbeat jerk, but he was still his brother, and he somewhat did have an okay heart. Like he cared about his brother. He was just really messed up. So I kind of feel bad if he's just talking about Rick and just so many Merle.
I think he's talking about Merle because
he
I hope so.
because
I don't
he
know.
was talking about, oh, my dad smoked.
That's right. I was
Concerning the
thinking about
scars.
That's true. Okay, then
So
I did have
I
a
think
brother.
he's
I
just
think so, too,
referring back
Merle.
to bad, like biologically.
Yes.
You know, and
I
then
think so, too.
you know she has a sister she lost too. So
Yeah.
I mean, we all know they all have stories,
Oh,
so it'd be
definitely.
interesting to hear, you know, what happened with her too.
Yeah. I definitely want to know more. I really like the characters so far and the change of scenery, you know.
Yeah,
Oh
it's so
my
different.
gosh,
You
it's
know,
so-
we're
Where's
not
the
in the
Eiffel Tower?
woods in
That's right.
you know Georgia or wherever, Virginia, and then
Traveling up north.
then we got
Yeah.
you know New York City and
That's right.
all kinds of places.
All over
Yeah,
the
all
place,
out.
sure.
Yeah, so now we're outside of the U.S. and we'll see
sure.
where this goes. So thank you guys so much
Yes,
for watching
thank
with
you.
us,
Thank you.
and see you soon. Bye, guys.
See ya.